2, 1. Good evening, all the viewers. Welcome back to Kinder Oval. Cricket for Malaysian cricket. Welcome, Siva.
Hello, Yusri. How have you been? It's been a long
Good.
time.
So,
Yes.
Ramadan Cup, Peace Cup, Super Series 2019. Second game, Western Warriors versus Northern Strikers. Western Warriors winning the toss and they get to bat first. Team card of Western Warriors. Vice captain. Ramiza. Ahmed Faiz, Shankar Satish, Ramiza Hamidon, Fikri Makram, Navodya Vijay Kumar, Vijay Unni, Amal Zuidi, Nasrin Rahman, Arun Rahman, Ahmed Asbi, Kushan Virat Kodi, Said Rahmatullah, Nimanta Madhuanta, Aikal Kai. And team card of Northern Strikers, Bhushan Seth, Hamidun Ramli, Pitigala, Lasif Kurus Pulle, Aslam Khan, Shadab Ramli, Pasha Ali, Jani Himsara, Jani the Himsara, Jamaluddin Arif, Rashid Ahad, Wafiq Irfan, Fitr Shah, Hafiz Khair, and Nobiza Zazani.
There are some interesting names you see in there, and few of my favorite players are in there. Ahmed Faiz Noor and look after Nazrael. And there are a few guys which I only the newcomer into the square.
Two officials today. In the middle is Mr. Ramani and Mr. Madan Kumar.
Yusri, thank you very much for having me here, and to all the viewers wherever you are, good afternoon or good evening. Welcome to Kindrara Oval. This is a Ramadan Cup, the second game of the tournament, and there will be games every night until 31st of May.
Yes.
And please follow our YouTube channel or come over to Kindrara Oval. And first ball of the game number 2.
Irfan the bowler.
Empires, let's play from the Empire, Mr. Ramley.
Ramley ready.
Left arm, great moves. Leg bicycle. It didn't take any run. There is a hint of a swing.
Yeah, we know Wafiq Irfan is a very good bowler and opening bowler for Malaysian national team for a few years now. And the striking batsman is Pasha Ali.
Second ball the way. It's cut through the third man region. Just for a single.
Mistaken, the opening ball is Nurmiza Hamidun. Taking a single. Fikri Makram. Next. Now facing. Fikri Makram played for the Malaysian development team. Youngster. Prominent player for Malaysia. UK as well. Okay. Delivery.
It's a great delivery. There is a hint of a swing of the first ball, and there's a bounce in the pitch.
You saw the first delivery for the Hamidon was swinging in, was bouncing in the first well, fourth or fifth stump and swing outside like towards the leg. And this one is moving out.
He can swing the ball, it seems like, both ways, and they should be creating doubts in the batsman's mind the next delivery which direction is going to go on. And that's the interesting stance of the batsman. And again, chance of,
Single.
and that shows how important is a leg slip.
Given by a leg by Mr. Ramani. First over. Mr. Warriors versus Northern Strikers. It's a good initiative by NCA. Past few years, we knew like this period we will not have any games.
Nice shot.
That's gone for four.
That's gone for a boundary.
A brilliant shot.
He just opened the face of the bat at the last minute, and that has gone to the fence like a tracer bullet. Yeah, it's a good point you made. It's a good initiative by MCA, and
Because normally the Ramadan period is an off period for most of the cricketers, and then come back like then you have to come back again to this form after a month. Oh, good delivery. Watch will wait towards third man region, taking an easy single. That's the end of the first over. 7 runs on the board.
It's okay. If you want to take a break, you can switch.
Second over to bowl by Tony Pitikalan, Sri Lankan player.
come on, Yusri, walk me through his name, please. Come on. Why is he having so short name exactly like yours?
I don't think so. It's a short name. He having a long name, but when you play like Chandrawas, you call it Chandrawas.
Yeah.
You don't call it full name. Which is he has about 9 to 10 initials.
Yep. We need to discuss with him about what is his exact complete name.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going to be a second over of the game. It's streaming in. What a ball! It's missing outside edge. There's a steam bounce, and he's putting in the first ball.
That's a straight
to the
catch.
man. It's gone. First wicket.
And easy catch there for the fielder Aslam Khan, who's on mid off, taking it easily. Straight to him.
It is there to hit. It just thrown straight to the hands of the fielder.
I think he missed the timing. The new batsman walks in is Namodya Vijay Kumar. Hamadon was the batsman who got out.
That's an interesting delivery to the second ball. The first ball is an effort ball, and the second is quick there to hit straight to the hands of the fielder. interesting move to send a left-hander in. The fielding team required to change the field just according to the right and left combination. Another ball steaming in. It's wide down. Wide signal by the umpire. Still in the second over of the game, you can still see the hint of a swingers. Appealing for an LBW. No, says the umpire.
Dangerously.
Very well bowled. Very well bowled. It just in the guidelines. Might be expecting batsmen coming down the track. They might be played against each other in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, definitely. There is some youngsters who's coming from Sri Lanka. Probably he knows their weak point.
Oh, bowling off! What a delivery!
That's gone. First delivery on the straight. He missed it.
He completely deceived him by bowling two wide deliveries, and one is it looks like a slowish delivery. Straight trash the stumps, flick the bails on the off stump and middle and off.
Second wicket. Northern strikers. Pitigala striking for the second time. Batsman in Shankar Satish. Number 9.
Vikri Makram on the non-striker end and watching the wickets fall.
Shankar Satish facing the final delivery of Pitigala. 2 wickets for a 1 run.
And what a productive over this has been.
I think he played with the mind of the player. Navodaya.
Oh, very well bowled. Leading dangerously. He squared him up and running 2 and get it comfortably.
And the second over, 10 runs on the board. 10 runs for 2 wickets. And Pitigala ends his first over, taken 2 wickets for 3 runs. What a great start, Siva.
It's a fantastic start, Yusri. And he's leaving dangerously and he's bowling quite quick. And the delivery just played on his batsman's mind of 2 wide deliveries and 1 straight to the stumps. And a straight delivery missed it, and he might be expecting another wide delivery as well.
Probably.
As Fikri Makram taken a strike.
Yes, Makram. Promising youngster. Along with Shankar Satish. Both of them played together in the UK.
Yeah.
So
Oh, nicely played.
That's a good shot.
Smash down to the boundary for 4.
through the cover region. No chance of stopping that, brother.
that is launched like a rocket.
Wafik Irfan, one of the fastest bowlers in Malaysia. We used to tell him Kota Express
Ah, nice name.
playing in the SEA Games.
Arsenal up to Fikri Makram is up to. Try to hit again. Missed completely.
Plan a miss. Good delivery. Asking the batsman to play for it. Three fielders covers point. Cover point and
That's a pretty interesting field.
yeah, it's a
Might be
deep
ball.
gully, deep
Yeah,
gully
it's,
kind of
it's a
position.
deep gully and a point.
He's looking to bowl that length and
Close.
asking to play that shot.
Yeah.
Oh, yet
Oh,
another.
swing and a miss again. This is an interesting phase of the game, just in the third over, and we are seeing action. Few wickets fall, and the runs are coming.
You're looking at the field. Is that the correct field for that delivery? Because third man is finer, almost straight, and then you have four fielders on the off asking to cut.
You might be standing right beside the side screen, back at the boundary line.
Looking to get a top edge.
And the swing and a miss. There is a hint of a swing, leaving away from the batsman.
Survival loves those
Oh,
swing deliveries.
yes, yes, you see, yes. Love to see the ball swing, especially under the lights. There is no good sight for a fast bowler than that. I would love to see the next ball coming into Fikri Makram to just deceive him.
Yeah.
We bowled two other balls as away swingers and he is swinging and missing those balls. And he might not be expecting a ball coming into him.
Yes, there's a now failing. There's a correction. Yes, I think that's a perfect
That
field
For an
setup
in-swinger.
and deceiving with the in swing.
Oh, yeah, what a ball! What a ball! Loving it, you see. What a ball!
Delivery, nice delivery. First bouncer. Called by the umpire.
It's 140 over. And there's this chat between the mid-off player and the bowler.
Arif, good player.
Might be advising him.
Yes.
Watch for those.
Good experienced player.
Yeah. And a miss again. Straight to the keeper.
Good start so far for the Northern Strikers.
Last ball of the third over. Again swing and a miss. And Fikri Makram is feeling the pressure.
End of 3 overs, 15 for 2. And Wafik Irfan. One bowler. Coming back after 8 runs, and even 3 runs in this. Last over.
This is bowling card for Northern Strikers.
For 2 overs, 11 runs, and Pitigal 3 runs for 2 wickets.
I will just try to pronounce his name. You see, correct me if I'm wrong. Pitigal.
Pitigal, yes.
Pitigal. Fikri Makram on strike. Oh, sorry.
Full plate. On the back foot.
Reaching for a
Looking
run.
for a quick run. Yes.
Very well done. Back up.
Next delivery from Pitigala on the leg side. I'm gonna wind.
This is a fantastic start for Northern Strikers as well as the bowler Pitigala. He's steaming in. Oh, very well played. Straight onto the stumps.
Looks like
Don't switch unless the ball go through the ball.
he's controlling the batsman, not allowing. It's a good thing, like you try to block one end and other end, so Wafi can try to explore the batsmen and take a couple of wickets. You know, Northern Strikers, how dangerous they are. Having players like Faiz Noor, the skipper of Malaysian national team. There's some next to come, Nazrul Rahman. So they have a good batting lineup. So Northern Strikers trying to take quick wickets early, and next minute it was almost another catch. One bounce.
Just falling short of a fielder.
It's about
Head off.
yeah, it's about 1 meter. If he would have tried to dive, he would have taken that catch as well.
And also he might be worried what the ball might be going down to the boundary line as the way he hit that ball.
Yeah.
That's another slow delivery. Very well played. He's wearing his pace, line and length pretty good. Pitigala.
2 deep fielders are one third man in a deep square leg region. So you have a short fine leg earlier, you saw that when you try to play flick straight to the short fine leg fielder's hand.
The captain would have been tempted based on the first over he bowled and the bounce he's getting the carried and put the deep square leg fielder down to the boundary line. He lost his run up there.
He's trying to run hard. Deliver. Hit the pitch. That's
Gone for 4, long line. Bowling onto middle and leg stump and easy pickings for the batsman.
he's tired. Bowler.
At the end of
4th over, 22 for 2.
Shadat Ramli and Fikri Makram and Satish trying to build the innings as Makram faced 9 deliveries for 4 runs. Satish is being on the accelerating end.
Will Murphy continues. Interesting.
That's an interesting choice to have 3 overs going on the trot, and he might want him to finish off.
Because Fikri Makram has been many times last over, and Fikri Makram to face. It's a bowling change. Yes. Hafiz Khair is the new bowler. Hafiz Khair to bowl from the field. First ball change.
As I felt that might be the right call, as even he might be beaten few number of occasions, but as it's better to keep him at the death overs or see how it goes when it comes to fives and then Azril come to the center.
Star batsman is yet to come still, so keeping that ace ball is a good idea.
Nicely bowled.
Good delivery.
Taking away from the batsman, and it's first ball up right in the block hole and wide-ish, swinging away.
Next delivery. Sharp straight.
Nicely
the gap.
bowled. Trying chance of a run out. Yeah, well in.
Good call by Fikri Makram, send him back. Shankar Satish was a bit interested for a quick single there.
Nicely played.
Nicely played. It went like a rocket. As soon as you hit, next moment you see the ball is in the third man region and field is hand.
It was a fantastic timing. Satish.
Fifth over. Warriors 24 for 2. Satish 9 runs of 8 deliveries. Fikri Makram 5 runs in 11 deliveries. Fikri Makram to face. That's the pressure that created by the two bowlers. And finally, Hafiz Khair has managed to take up the wicket.
And for a moment, the fielder standing there thinking is coming to.
Skip over the side. Dangerous batsman. He is in a very dangerous trouble situation for Western Warriors. After getting tossed, their bat was 3 wickets down for 24 runs in the 5th over.
Walking down
Beautifully
the
played.
pitch.
That's gone for a four on the leg side.
No need to run for it. The moment he timed the ball is traveling. Kinrara ground, you know all about it. Once you pass that 30-yard circle.
If it's within your 5 meter range, you can stop it. If not, if it's past, that's goal.
And it might save your energy for the next ball.
Yeah. Rather than running behind. Unless it's a wet outfield.
Yep. So, as we spoke about wet outfield, the conditions are humid outside. Nicely played, push for a single, easily got in the run for two. That's very good running. And Faiz Noor have announced his entry to the center. 4 and 2 runs.
There's always been a very quick run and between the wickets. And that's the end of the 5th over. 30 runs for 3 wickets.
Western Warriors are going exactly 6 runs per over.
If you are joining the live telecast now in the Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series 2019, the second game between Western Warriors versus Northern Strikers. Western Warriors winning the toss and here to bat first by the skipper Ahmed Faiz. Western Warriors are 3 wickets down, 30 runs. Bowling change, new bowler comes in, Fitri Sham for the final over of the fielding restrictions. So the batsman who's got out was Nur Hamizan, 6 of 6, with Ramakram 5 of 12, and now there Vijay Kumar for a duck in 3 deliveries.
Spin introduced into the
That's,
this quick run between the wickets.
And
they got it easily 2 runs.
It's a 1 run. They didn't run in the first run. There was a slight hesitation in the middle, then overthrow, allowed them to exchange. And Faiz Noor to face Fitriman Shah. Meanwhile, the bowlers has taken wickets, Pitikala 2 overs, 10 runs, 2 wickets, and this gone 1 over 8 for 1. Meantime, we cannot ignore Wafiq Irfan, who 2 overs for 11 runs. So Fikri Makram got out for 5 runs after putting up a 16 runs partnership with Sankar Shakish for 3rd wicket.
This is an interesting move by the bowler. He's going over the wicket to Faiz Noor. Nicely played just for a single. We have a new person in the com box. Sulaimi.
Yeah.
Welcome, Sulaimi. How are you doing today?
You're doing good.
And swept hard. Just for a single.
Tough start. 32 for 3 in the power play for Western Warriors.
Delivery and trying to cut hard. Final delivery of the power play.
Good over for Fitri Sham. conceded just 2 runs in the final over of the power play.
End of power play. Western Warriors are 33 runs with a loss of 3 wickets.
This is a very good initiative by MCA, helping the players to prepare for the upcoming World Cup T20 qualifier in Singapore in July. Yesterday, a big win for Central Smashers against Southern Hitters, and today Western Warriors against Northern Strikers.
Trying to pull just a single. It's lucky there.
Yeah, but it was a very good delivery by Hafiz Hire, young pace bowler for Northern Strikers.
Yes, you made a very good point, or a good initiative by MCA, and as well, it's a Ramadan tour time, and they're making the players fit and get ready for the next challenge they have going to be in Singapore, and chance of a run out there, no damage done.
Yep, just a single.
Yeah, even in the Ramadan period, after in the start of the time, the game was 8:30. That was a good move,
Yep.
rather than having it 7:30, as players would have at least an hour time to prepare for it.
And it is a very good initiative to keep the players fit. As you know, T20, we need the player to be really fit to compete at a higher level in the World Cup qualifier. So excellent initiative by Malaysia Cricket Association, and we do hope that for the upcoming moving forward next year and the year after, this competition would continue during the Ramadan, whether or not there are any international tournaments coming up.
Fourth ball of the rain, wide down the leg side. Might be trying something different to deceive the batsman.
Switching slowly, only to push let the batsman play the shot.
3 more deliveries to go in the 7th over of this innings. Slow roll. There's a hint of a way swing from Hafiz Khair.
So far, with the current run rate 5.4,
Okay, switch.
um, what's your prediction for this inning? How many runs they could score? Looking at the current score, the current total on the board.
Based on the pitch it is behaving and the lineup of the bowling for the Western Warriors had,
That's clear the boundary for 4. Good shot by Satish.
maybe 140, 150
140.
between. That would be a promising total to defend with. As you can see, the ball is swinging way both directions.
Yeah,
And also we have seen the first over of a spin
by Fitri Sham.
from the combox end, where it's difficult to hit down the line, especially under the lights, and also the ball might be stopping and coming onto the bat. Nicely played, still for a single.
Well played. Keeping the strike for Satish.
Just to update on the Ramadan Pace Cup series run, this is being played from 16th of May till 31st of May, and we have the 31st of May is the finals, and as well tomorrow is going to be a game from at the same time as today, 8:30 p.m. at Kinrara Oval. Please follow us on the YouTube channel, and also please come down, as is Saturday tomorrow. Please come down and support the national team players who's preparing for it, and they're also playing for their own teams for this cup.
Yep, tomorrow Central Smashers will play against Western Warriors, 8:30 at Kinrara Oval.
Are they going to be a back-to-back games for Western Warriors?
Yes, that's going to pose a challenge.
That will also test the fitness level of the players and also the concentration level of each player, and try to sweep hard and just for a single. And there is a good field set for the sweep shot. There is a man down at the deep square leg as well, and also the fielder at corner. As the field restrictions are over, there are only 4 fielders inside the circle, and the rest of them are patrolling the boundaries. Cut and cut hard. Still gone straight to the man at deep cover. And the Western Warriors are dealing with singles at this moment, and the runs are dried up. And it's been quite a few balls has been scored a boundary. And stepping down the track.
Just for singles.
Still for a single.
Faiz no. Malaysian skippers, experienced batsmen.
As these Western Warriors need to get into the score of 140 or 150 runs, Faiz is required to be there and cut hard to the deep point, deep cover region. Still gone for a single. They're still dealing in singles. As I mentioned, Faiz is required to be there until maybe the end of the innings if possible.
Yeah, true. His experience is crucial to ensure that Western Warriors put up.
Oh, bowling, clean bowling. That is a cricket delivery.
That's a wicket.
And it deceived Satish. And all of the before these deliveries, he's bowling.
Deliveries that Faiz managed to play was just a back foot play, late cut to take the singles. However, I do believe as long as in T20 cricket, as long as you can keep the ball ticking, that would be good enough, because there would be time. And having experienced batsmen such as Faiz, he knows which bowler to attack later in the inning.
A new batsman in, Madhushanka. From Sri Lanka.
Another player from Sri Lanka, Madhushanka.
As you cannot see me while talking, but Yusri has been appreciating me from behind, pronouncing the name perfectly. Yes, thank you, Mr. Yusri.
Very
Good delivery.
Just a single of the last final delivery of the second over for Fitri Sham. Good statistic, just conceded 7 runs and taking 1 wicket.
That's the end of 8 overs, 46 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. And Western Warriors are going 5.75 runs per over. Yes, Zulme, that's a good point you made, as there is a time where in T20 it comes to the batsman where he can still swing the bat. And that could be that's what maybe Faiz is telling the other batsmen who are in the opposite to him, as please wait until the 15 or 16 overs, until then you construct the innings. And in T20 cricket, there never be a late.
Yes.
You can still score just one big over like 20 runs or 25 runs will change the entire equation of the game. And still yet there is another good player to come as a Nazrul Rahman.
Yep.
And he can clear the fence. With Faiz, he might be targeting 150 runs easily.
And it's very important for Faiz as a senior player, a stable head, to stay on the center wicket, guiding the youngsters and the other players. He's the skipper, he should take that responsibility to guide the team. The game is not lost until the last ball is delivered.
Very well bowled, good line and length. Quick single, and no damage done.
It's good to see Faiz settling down at the center pitch. We know what he can do, and definitely he's timing it now, waiting for the right bowler to be punished.
Faiz on 10. Very good ball, slow delivery, straight to the man.
Good delivery and well played by Faiz. However, for no runs.
Very well watched. Till the end, it's a slow delivery. Trying to play around with the pace of the wicket, as it's not that easy, it seems, for today. This is the pace of the game required, so much of concentration for next 4-5 overs. Very well ball onto the middle and leg stump. To the backward square leg for a single.
Well played by Faiz of the previous delivery, just using his wrist to flick the ball backward square leg to rotate the strike.
Well ball, very well ball.
Well, some hesitation from Madhu Shankar. It's crucial that this pair stays until maybe 14-15 overs to rebuild the innings. As you say, 140, 150 is the most possible, but in Kinrara Oval, evening match, they should be looking at 160, 180 range if they want to easily defend.
Very well bowled. That is a slow delivery again. Coming into the batsman.
Smart bowling by Hafiz Hayat. He has a very high potential, this player, Hafiz Hayat. He's knocking on the senior team above as a pace bowler. He's a threat for Wafiq. He's the threat for the other senior bowlers in the team. And today he's showing what he can do. Just conceding 18 runs in 2.5 overs. He's taking his time to finish off his third over. 18 for 1 now. For Hafiz.
Ball again.
His third over, we have a dot ball, a very important dot ball. That's Hafiz high, 18 for 1 in 3 overs. The current score now, 48 for 4. After the completion of 9 over, the current run rate for Western Warriors at 5.33. Still long way, halfway, almost halfway of the innings. There's still hope for them to push the runs all the way to 40, 140, 150, or even more than that. Now we are waiting for the start of the 10th over of the inning. Player number 7, Fitri Sham.
Wide, straight, gone to the man at cover. No run.
Far East just played safe, played late and played safe.
The captain of Northern Strikers might be targeting to bring in another spinner from the other end, as see, it's much difficult to hit spin at this point of time, and they're just dealing with singles at this moment, and that might bring pressure onto the batsmen just dealing with the singles right now, as they're into the halfway stage of the game. The run rate has to be up.
Another single.
Bowler is running towards, just cut down as a single run. Fitri Shah might be knowing Faiz much, and he is bowling over the wicket to Faiz, and he's going round the wicket for the rest of the batsmen who are coming in to bat. There might be something he wants to pick up as very well bowled, change of a pace, he's trying to bowl wicket to wicket, and he's done a pretty good job. I mean, 2.4 over, just 10 runs with 1 wicket captured.
Yes. But I think credit must be given to the both batsmen. They are batting sensibly, knowing that they are 4 wicket down now. Another good delivery by Fitri for no run.
The way the pitch is behaving for the spinners is stopping onto this wicket. It's very close call, and it's given out.
Yeah, LBW.
The moment Madhushanka is in and is trying to fetch the ball outside the off stump, and most of those deliveries are gone to the off stump, and this one straight. And all these wickets, if you observe, and most of those deliveries before them are actually going away from those batsmen, and they're missing the stump, which is coming straight to the wickets. And this is what they might be worried for Faiz Noor on at the non-striker end.
Nazri Rahman coming in, player number 14. He took his break during New Year, staying in United States as a coach for a junior squad, one of the team in United States. I think hopefully it does help in terms of character building for Nazri Rahman. He's coming in, pairing Faiz Noor, trying to rebuild the innings. We're just halfway through the innings, just 10 overs. There's still another 10 overs to play, and there's still hope for them to increase the run total.
On a summary basis, when Nazril and Faiz in the center, just sit, relax and watch the rest of the innings. And both of them are very experienced, and as you said, there's been a break from whatever he's playing off, and now he's back onto the center. Nicely played for a single.
Well ball, well ball. I think that's Shahadat is bowling.
That is Shardul Ramali, and the captain of Northern Strikers heard what we are speaking and is spin into the attack from the both ends. This is what the crucial stage of an innings. They lost 5 wickets, half of their side already in the dugout. And 52 runs on the board at the 10.1 overs, and Vice trying to step down the track. Very well bowled by Shardul Ramali.
Another dot ball for White.
Wide signal by the umpire. And they're trying to fetch the ball from outside the off stump to the deep backward square leg. It's just a single. And Northern Strikers doesn't worry about these singles which are coming from any over.
Yep.
The run rate has been kept to 5.14. Nicely bowled.
In perspective of the run rate, they have been very consistent in keeping the run rate at around 5 to 5.5 per over.
That's a very good move by Shahid Ramli, and learned from the previous bowler. His bowling round quite opposite to what the left-hander have done.
Oh,
Dancing down the track, and it's gone. That is a disaster. It's very well bowled. You see, this is what it does when you're just taking singles, and the pressure can go up to the experienced batsman as well. And Faisnor walking back to the pavilion by thinking, why did I just done?
Nazril. I think that's Nazril Rahman.
Is that Nasri?
Yeah, Nazril. As Nazril Rahman went out for just one run of 3 deliveries.
I beg your pardon, that is Nazril is out. And Faiz is still there. There's a change of a combox. Yusri replacing me.
Thank you, Siva.
Take your break, take your break. Welcome back, Yusri.
Thank you, Mr. Zoom.
Now in the 12 overs.
Yeah, the 12th over, 55 for 6. Western Warriors, after winning the toss, got to bat first. Then a spot of a burger, I think. And Faiz Noor, he has to go long.
Yes, he has to hold on to stay and guide his team. 55 for 6. Things are not looking good with Shahadat, and now another spinner, Rashid Ahad.
A good bowling attack from Northern Strikers. I think they have a good balanced side.
Yep.
Don't write off Western Warriors as well. They have a good bowling side as well. Let's see how this competition goes. Because cricket is a funny game. Watchfully played towards the long on, and they're gonna quick 2 runs. Faiz Noor.
That's a good response from Faisno. Under pressure, they need those runs. They need to take the risk. 2 runs is excellent at this rate, at 5.1 run rate per over, and 6 wicket down. That's what they need to do. Taking risks.
I think this stage, someone need to support Faiz.
Yes.
That's the requirement at this stage for Western Warriors. Normally, we have seen Faiz Noor will take singles, doubles till about 30, 40 runs, and then he will unleash himself with big sixes and big boundaries. Today it's going to be a tricky situation because 6 wickets down, only having 4 wickets in hand, so he will be holding his nerves for a few more overs.
Yeah, true. Maybe 16 or 17 overs. That's when he should start attacking.
Correct. Until 16 17 overs, these two batsmen has to go on.
Yes.
And every dead dot ball going to work towards the Northern strikers' hands. So try to take quick singles, not giving many dot balls. Oh, that's a miss up.
Oh, opportunity. Amazudi now pairing Faiz.
The keeper couldn't connect it properly, so managed to save himself.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. Like you said, he needs to support Faiz Noor and not to take unnecessary risks. Taking risks is good, but unnecessary risks, which could be costly, should be avoided at this stage.
Need to take calculated risk.
Yes.
At this stage, 12 overs, 58 for 6, under 5 runs per over at this stage, losing 6 wickets, having only 4 wickets in hand. Let's see how Faiz Noor going to respond.
True.
He's a very experienced player who has been the skipper of Malaysian national team as well.
At the current run rate, I think the most they can go is slightly above 100 runs. But like you said, this is a funny game. Anything can happen. They just need to pick 1 or 2 overs and get 15, 20 runs from the overs, and then they are back on track to build up the inning and put a sizable score on the board for them to defend. But at the current rate, it's difficult to see them defending the total in the second inning. Shahid Ramli coming back from Adelaide.
Yes, he had a good season there.
Yep.
It's good initiative by MCA having so many players playing in abroad. So Aziz and Said Aziz and another player who went to Sri Lanka. Siva went to Sri Lanka and played some first class cricket there. Ramli and
Hasbi, if I'm not mistaken, Hasbi.
2 players who went to
Adelaide,
Australia.
And there are many of them playing in Singapore League.
Yes.
That's a good exposure. That's what they need to do.
Randeep Singh and so many other players who has been star over there.
That's a good shot.
One
Just
bounce
for
to the
one.
fielder.
Yes.
Deep midfield fielder.
Very disciplined performance from Northern Strikers.
They have kept asking questions from the batsmen.
Yep. That's a
Appeal.
big appeal. Oh!
And given!
Okay.
Mr. Romani took some time and decided.
Faiz Noor out.
Big wicket. That's a big wicket for Northern Strikers. That will somewhat, they can believe now they can restrict some below 110 or 100 runs.
Yes.
Anyone who can take from here to 120 plus runs will be Faiz Noor, most dangerous batsman in Malaysia. He's departed.
Now he's no longer on the center pitch. Now it's up to Amazudi and Ahmad Asbi.
Asbi and Amazudi and Asbi has to play some out of their skin and get the team to some recovery.
can they go up to 100 plus runs and try to bring some decent score on the board?
Yes.
So they can, the bowlers can play with.
Yeah, true. Give some rooms to defend.
Yep.
And for the skipper, with a very experienced skipper in Faiz Noor, I think he is capable of doing something.
Even Kimrara, we have seen low score games which just goes to the uh, until the last over, last delivery. So if they have a decent score, they can definitely.
That's an opportunity.
Hard opportunity if he would have taken a great catch.
Yep. Mazudi.
He's a single through the long off.
I think the plan for Northern Strikers has worked well. They managed to restrict the run to just 61 for 7 in 13 overs.
Definitely that particular first over, that put the pressure on Western Warriors.
Yes.
The first over taking 2 wickets.
2 wickets.
And losing their 2 main batsmen, and then they kept on the pressure with other bowlers.
And Northern Strikers playing their spinners against Western Warriors batsmen to be making things more difficult.
Correct. Long boundaries in Kimrara. Straight towards long on, taking a single.
Just a single for Amazubri. The hope is not lost, but they need to do something. They need 60, 70 runs from the remaining of the overs. While looking at the current situation,
It will be very difficult. Yeah.
Yes, Northern Strikers bowlers are not giving them any chance to recover.
If they can manage to score about 50 runs in next 6 overs, will be a great. Let's see who will come out in this situation. That's up in the air. Oh! Missed it. A good try though.
Missed it.
He had
And
to
a
run
drop
about.
catch.
Yeah, he had to run about 10-15 meters to front. I think for a first second or two, he was thinking the ball will travel. Then he realized it was falling short. He had to run in front.
Good attempt by Shada Ramli, the skipper.
It's a good field, good athlete in the field. Next delivery.
Rashid, good delivery by Rashid. Just 1 run.
Long region. That's the end of 14th over. 66 for 7. 67 for 7. If anyone joining for the first time for the live feed, we are coming live from Kimrara Oval, home of cricket for Malaysia. This is the Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series 2019, the second game. Northern Strikers versus Western Warriors. Western Warriors, Ahmad Faiz winning the toss, elected to bat first. The 14 overs, 67 for 7.
6 overs.
Yeah, 6 overs to continue. And Ramli to continue from the 5. Oh, that's ball.
Another wicket.
It's gone. Yes, another wicket.
Another wicket for Shahada Ramli. Another wicket for Northern Strikers. Good inning so far for Northern Strikers. 67 for 8.
New batsman Kushan Virat Kohli. Facing Sharath Ramli.
Shahada wide from the previous delivery from Shahada Ramli. Oh, another wicket.
That's gone. That's the 4th wicket for Sharath Ramli. And 68 for 9. Deep trouble. Western Warriors. The 15th over. And the deep trouble right now. 68.
Northern Strikers spinners has worked very well to keep the score very low, as you can see on the board now. Just 68 for 9. Starting from Fitri Sham and then Shahada Ramli as well as Rashid Ahmad. They are doing excellent job attacking wicket as well as restricting the runs. As you can see, the previous
6 wickets taken by the spinners. Fitri Sham taking 2 wickets and Sharath Ramli taking 4 wickets.
taking 4 wickets now.
Speedsters, Pitigal 2 wickets and Hafiz Day taking 1 wicket.
Yeah, there you go. You can see the economic rate for Shahada Ramli, Fitri Sham and Rashid Ahad. Well, very less than 5 runs per over.
Especially Fitri Sham and Sharath Ramli keeping within the 3 economy rate.
Yes.
3.33 for Fitri Sham.
Shahada Ramli looking sharp and dangerous.
He's always been a very dangerous bowler.
Oh, that's another.
Yet another chance. It would have been a 5th wicket for Sharath Ramli.
Fitri misjudged the flight of the ball and missed it. A good opportunity for another wicket for Shahada Ramli.
68, 70 for 9, and the 15th over. 5 overs to go. The last pair of Western Warriors.
Anwar Rahman.
Yeah, I think these 2 batsmen has to focus on batting until the 20th over to get some runs on the board. Whatever they can in offer. The flighted delivery.
As well as since this is a two round robin tournament, run rate is very important.
Yeah, you will play the same team twice in this series, so 4 teams, 12 matches in the first group stage, and then you will play semi-finals and finals. Finals to be played on 31st of May.
Yep, all matches will be played at Kinrara Oval.
Correct, Kinrara Oval.
Starting from 8:30 in the evening.
Next few days, it's a long weekend for Malaysians, and if you don't have anything to do, just come over to Kinrara and support your players.
Yeah, come over to Kinrara, and I think it's a pretty positive environment. We see here the crowd starting to come. This is only the second match of the tournament, and we can see the cricket loving fans are coming to Kinrara, and we hope that all those cricket fans at home, please utilize the long weekend and come and support the Malaysia cricket.
Support your fans, support your friends, support your colleagues.
And now Rashid Ahad will continue to bowl, looking for the final wicket, the last wicket of the inning. 71 for 9 in the 15th over.
Right, a delivery placed towards the mid-wicket region, taking easy single. Oh, that's a
yes, taking
2
the
runs.
risk for 2 runs. Good effort by the batsman as well as the fielders.
positive attitude by the two batsmen batting
Yes.
tailenders.
And you can see from the fielders as well, the energy. They are in a sitting position, 73 for 9, but they are still going very aggressively, trying to finish the innings early. That's a good mentality, a good positive attitude.
It's always important to have a positive attitude, whatever the stages you are playing in. It
Yes.
doesn't matter, 9 wickets down, 5 wickets over, it's still there.
Yes. Anything can happen in cricket.
Any single, every single run taken from this will support your bowlers. And being a bowler is two tailenders, adding some valuable runs.
Oh,
That's
that's the
gone.
last wicket.
That's gone.
I think he's gone for LBW. Asbi.
And that's the end of the innings of Western Warriors. Western Warriors winning the toss. They had to bat first.
74 all outs
There have been 74 runs all out.
in 15.3 overs. We gotta take a break.
Yeah. Before that, I'll go through the scorecard. Nurham is 6 runs of 6 deliveries, Shukriman from 5 of 12. Now they've got up for a duck. Shankar Satish 18 of 19. Ahmed Faiz 19 of 20. Vimanta Madhuvanta 3 of 8. Nazir Rahman 1 of 3. Ahmed Zohindi 6 of 13. Ahmed Azmi got out last 2 runs of 4 deliveries. Kushan Virat Kohli got out for a duck, and batsman who was unbeaten was Anur Rahman 6 of 5. Bowling card for Northern Strikers. Rafiq Irfan 2 overs 11 runs. Thrown in Pitigala 2 overs 10 for 2. Hafiz Khair 3 overs 18 for 1. Fitrish Shan 3 overs 10 for 2. And Shahadat Ramli 3 overs 10 for 4. And finally, Rashid Ahad 2.3 overs 13 runs for a 1 wicket.
For Western Warriors, only Faiz and Satish Shankar managed to score double figure.
Yes.
The rest went out cheaply for single figure.
Single digit.
Single digit, yes.
We call it as a phone number. And let's see how Western Warriors will bounce back when they take the field. And wait for a short break.
Yes.
And we will be back soon. Thank you very much.
Yep, stay tuned for the second inning of Western Warriors again. Selamat datang dan kita masih lagi menyaksikan Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series. Hari ini kita ingin menjemput Setiausaha Berhormat Persatuan Kriket Malaysia, Encik Muhammad Iqbal Ayu, untuk bersama dengan kita berkongsikan sedikit sebanyak inisiatif yang dijalankan oleh Malaysia Cricket. Selamat datang.
Assalamualaikum.
Apa khabar, macam mana bulan puasa ni?
Penat juga.
Penat juga.
Penuh air.
Dengan adanya Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series ni, kalau sebelum kita bercakap tentang Adiwira, apa kata kita bercakap tentang Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series, apa sebenarnya objektif dilangsungkan Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series pada tahun ni?
Actually, idea Peace Cup ni dah lama dah. I think we've been talking about this the last 3-4 years. Kita nak buat Ramadan Cup in an international way. Tapi menyenangkan our national boys taking part in the CWC T20 in July. And apa tu, kita punya schedule pun quite tight kan, with all the international tournaments before this. So our national boys pun, this is a fine time lah, good timing for them to have a tournament. And when we started the MCA Super Series earlier, so this is the second edition kan. Memang cantik lah dengan Ramadan pun. And actually a lot of the boys are enjoying it. I've been talking to some of the players. Panas pun panas kan, so perfect timing lah. Ramadan is a good excuse.
Cuaca pun bagus
Kan? Jadi no training in the day, except for some bit of fitness here and there. Lepas tu game, and then selang hari game, selang hari training, and it works out right. Some of the players are very happy about this arrangement.
Yes, good. Tapi adakah Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series ni akan diteruskan pada tahun-tahun yang akan datang?
InsyaAllah, I think as far as the way we have been doing planning for the next few years up to 2023, Peace Cup Ramadan Cup ni memang is one of the main features.
Itu satu inisiatif yang bagus yang kita rasa memang sangat baik. Dan kemudian kita lihat banyak perkembangan dalam Malaysia Cricket, terutama sekali pada bahagian pembangunan. Kita lihat ada kejohanan ataupun promosi besar-besaran dari Malaysia Cricket tentang Adiwira. Boleh ceritakan sikit apa tu Adiwira Cricket?
Firstly, for those yang tak begitu pasti with the term Adiwira, Adiwira is the translated version of superhero. Okay, so you know lah, lately ni dengan Avengers, dengan Iron Man, dengan Aquaman, segala punya man kan. So Adiwira has become a very catchy word. So we thought Adiwira Cricket, ataupun Cricket Adiwira is memang perfect punya timing lah, you know, zaman lah, era for to catch the attention of the young ones kan, budak-budak kan. As they say, sports is such that you got to catch them young. You've got to catch them young, you know. You can see people like Tiger Woods, Boris Becker, they start playing their sports at the age of between 3 and 6. And then they went on to become superheroes.
Superheroes.
So same thing here, you know, kalau kita boleh catch them young at a young age like that, with as little rules of the game lah. That means you just go and play the game. Pukul je. Kids kan dia suka nak lari, nak pukul kan. You let them go, and then, you know, it's good fun. It's really good. It's a good concept to catch them. Tangkap minat dia.
Jadi Adiwira ni memang betul lah, tu satu inisiatif yang baik. Pada umur yang muda, rasanya kebanyakan pelajar-pelajar ataupun pemain-pemain yang muda ni, kesukaan dia dalam bermain kriket ni lah dapat pukul bola. Jadi satu inisiatif yang baik daripada Malaysia Cricket. Dan setakat ini yang kita tahu, Adiwira ni dianjurkan di Kirara Oval ataupun di Kuala Lumpur saja. Apa perancangan untuk mengembangkan lagi program Adiwira ni keluar daripada Kuala Lumpur?
Oh, memang that is how we look at. In fact, when we first started Adiwira tu, the target, there's 17,000 schools. Okay. tapi we managed to catch only 900 schools taking part
Okay.
in the Adiwira. But and that was last year then, because we started in the middle of last year. So the target for this year is to at least achieve 2,000 schools.
2,000 schools.
Walaupun ada 17,000
Yeah.
in terms of percentage, that's not even slightly more than 10%. Yeah. Tapi still for a non-core sports kan, so kita punya attempt to make cricket a popular game, so that budak dari kecil pun I know this game cricket dan I nak main.
Tapi 2,000 sekolah, kalau satu sekolah boleh bagi kita 20, 30 orang pemain, itu dah ada 40, 60 ribu player. Dan itu number yang kita nak.
Yeah, the base is very strong. And orang kata once you have that base kan, then it becomes sustainable now.
Yes.
Because in the past, macam bola jugalah, you know, they'll have the golden era, you know, that kind of thing kan.
Yep.
You know, the bunch of players retire, then there is a
Decline.
there is a gap,
Yeah.
kan, to rebuild the team. But if you have, like you say, 40,000 players playing,
Yes.
susah sikit nak kata dia. InsyaAllah it should be sustainable lah kan.
Yes. Itulah dia program Adiwira yang diperkenalkan oleh Malaysia Cricket Association, Persatuan Kriket Malaysia, bersama saya Setiausaha Kehormat untuk Persatuan Kriket Malaysia. Dan kalau boleh dikongsikan lagi berapa agaknya, untuk mungkin ada ibu bapa yang dengar, dia nak tahu juga. Ada orang kata cricket is a very costly game, tapi kalau untuk permulaan kan, berkecimpung dalam Adiwira cricket ni agak-agak berapa cost? Malah Presiden sekarang minta
Apa tu, kita punya anggaran should be per player below RM100. Antara RM70-80 you can get a plastic set. Then you can go masing-masing ada one bag, pads tak payah pakai bola plastik kan, ada stumps orang, so they can play backyard cricket mana-mana lah, like how kita tengok orang budak main bola sini, janji ada space je, 2 against 2, 1 against 1 kan. Cricket pun lebih kurang mas, ada satu bola, satu batsman, cukup.
Betul.
Dengan satu tong sampah kat belakang, cukup boleh main bola.
Kalau dengan bawah daripada RM100, saya rasa mana-mana ibu bapa pun sanggup dan mampu untuk keluarkan kos tu untuk bagi peluang pada anak-anak main.
And the equipment, benda macam tu, it can last for a few years.
Yes.
Kan? Like some other games yang macam perlu, macam bulu tangkis, you know, that kind of thing kan. So you have to
Dia perishable
beli,
lah.
perishable lah, cepatnya dia main
Cepat
short
habis.
kan.
Betul, itu satu inisiatif yang baik yang saya ingat juga dulu waktu permulaan saya main kriket pun. Waktu dulu equipment pun kita pakai equipment yang, itu dia wicket yang pertama, first wicket. Itu apa yang diperlukan oleh Western Warriors, wicket yang pertama pada over yang pertama. Kita tinggalkan seketika aksi di tengah padang. Masih lagi bersama saya adalah Timbalan Presiden Persatuan Kriket Malaysia, Cik Muhammad Iqbal Ali, menceritakan tentang Adiwira Cricket. Jadi apa harapan? Terhadap ibu bapa ataupun minat sukan kriket di Malaysia ni untuk bagi sokongan kepada program Adiwira?
Kalau nak ikut from our time, during our generation kan, banyak parents tak support sangat. One thing of course costly. Keduanya, it's a long game. Kan? During our time, it's a 3-day game. Lepas tu when they reduce to ODI pun satu hari. So now, because kita kata boleh main within 2 hours, 3 hours, kita jadi macam bola dah. Kan? So boleh, parents pun boleh can understand that lah.
Saya rasa Adiwira mungkin lagi cepat daripada waktu 2 jam kan? Betul.
Within 1 hour, I think the game is over. In fact, less than 1 hour, game is over kan. So parents boleh rasa lah macam, okay lah, this is a good game kan.
Yep.
Not a very contact sport kan. So it's got a lot of pluses lah. Banyak plus dia. Dan yang tak plus sangat tu cuaca je lah. Panas.
Yelah, tapi rasanya kalau boleh main bola, boleh main cricket juga kan, boleh berjemput. Tapi itulah dia, good exposure, good initiative by Malaysia Cricket Association in related to their engagement and development activities through Adiwira Cricket. And kita harapkan ibu bapa di luar sana, anak-anak yang berminat untuk bermain kriket untuk meneruskan minat dan menyertai program Adiwira, dan harapan besar harapan kita untuk program ini membuahkan hasil dalam tempoh 3 ke 5 tahun akan datang, untuk orang kata meneruskan kesinambungan ataupun juga membawa Malaysia Cricket ke platform yang lebih tinggi lagi.
Kita punya plan pun nak pergi juga to the other states kan, bukan just kat Kinara juga. I think we have also started at Perak kan. So slowly lah, I mean it all depends on the state punya apa tu, proaktif lah, dia nak cepat ride on the momentum kan. Tengok kan, the game is catching up with other state, masing-masing pun nak take the initiative to, okay, let's do one in this state kan. So as far as MCA is concerned, we are more than ever willing to give the technical support, you know. Just tell us where and when, and then kita turun padang lah basically.
Yeah.
As a national body, we will turun padang, we will help the states to organize this Adiwira and start inviting all the other schools from other states yang juga not necessarily the traditional schools that are playing cricket over these years lah. Kita nak some new schools from don't know where lah, tak pernah dengar pun nama sekolah tu kan. Yeah, so I know in Perak in particular, last year they were very successful. Sebab they had about 60 teachers attending the coaching course, and immediately right after that, basically another 30 new schools started playing cricket. So that sort of thing that we are hoping that they will start catching fire lah.
Yeah. I think saya rasa dengan perkembangan Adiwira, perkembangan sukan kriket di Malaysia melalui Adiwira, saya boleh nampak satu lagi angle yang Adiwira ni akan buka satu lagi jalan. Kerana sebelum ni tak berapa ramai orang main kriket. Jadi untuk dikomersialkan juga kriket tu, untuk ada live telecast TV apa benda, agak limited chances. But talking about 20 schools with 2,000 schools for now, with at least 20-30 players per school, meaning that cricket is growing dan berkembang, dan dengan lebih ramai orang main, lebih banyak exposure, kita harapkan juga ada sokongan daripada media dan sebagainya. Jadi apa sebenarnya harapan Malaysia Cricket? Kerana kalau tak, dengan adanya sokongan media dan sebagainya, of course kita boleh run through social media, which is the trend now. Tapi mass media juga memainkan peranan. Apa harapan MCA melalui program Adiwira ni, apa yang kita boleh mungkin opportunity kan yang boleh digunakan untuk perkembangan sukan kriket ni, especially dapat coverage.
Actually with this Adiwira, we are very thankful that we have the support of Kementerian Pelajaran. Okay, sometimes as a national body pun kita pun on trial and error kan, we try this strategy, we try this angle, whatever kan. Most important is that we are hoping that to get the attention of the public.
Yes.
Of course, I agree with you with social media and everything else. We have brought in some people to be either permanently engaged with us or working smart partnerships where we can work on trying to expand or trying to create the publicity of the game lah kan, bagi orang catch the attention lah, because that's the one. The term that we use is not how many people are participating, but how many people are engaged with us, you know. So if you look at the statistics given by ICC or ACC, they're always talking about numbers kan. Hopefully indirectly when we start gaining this 2,000 schools and 40,000-60,000 schoolboys playing, people are willing to come in, the GLCs or whatever are coming in to say, okay, I think I want to put money in this. This looks like a sound investment.
Yeah, betul.
Just like at international levels also, you know, like most big corporates, be it Nike or whatever, they like to link themselves with popular personalities, like Tiger Woods, you know, like when Tiger Woods went down, people pulled out, same thing. So they always like to put their name yang persatuan yang manis, yang harum, kan? So hence the reason why we are working really hard on governance. A lot of people don't understand. They katakan sometimes we are pretty sticky about certain issues, but it's the need.
Yeah,
So we want to keep our name out there. Inshallah, we have not run. Alhamdulillah, so far we have not run into any challenges with sports commissioner, KBS, KPM. They know that we do a lot of work. We're trying to make a good name out of this sports team.
Yeah.
So hopefully directly macam tu we get to create greater attention with people with a big chunk of budget.
Yes. I think itu perkara yang penting juga. Kita boleh layout berapa banyak program, rasanya kita perlukan support. Dan akhir sekali perlawanan pun tengah rancak tu kan, kita tak nak miss. Kita punya komentator pun tunggu. Jadi akhir sekali apa harapan ataupun ada apa message terakhir untuk dapatkan sokongan daripada masyarakat di luar, peminat-peminat sukan kriket untuk support pembangunan, especially pasukan kebangsaan kita yang akan bermain dalam under 19 dan juga World Cup qualifier, dan akhir sekali dan khususnya untuk adiwira kriket ni.
First thing, as far as the national team is concerned, dia collectively dia orang nanti main about 8 matches each.
Yes.
Six round robin, and then they'll have the final. Sorry, 7. Okay, 7 matches. With these 7 matches, basically it's a T20 format, and of course in July it will be a T20 format. So this is where we're hoping that the players really start getting, orang kata building their momentum.
Yes.
So the last T20 tournament we had was in October. So from October to July, there's a good 9 months without really competitive matches. So what we've done this time around, alhamdulillah, we managed to bring in 8 players from Sri Lanka over, and of course in our local fraternity pool we have a few foreign players who've been here. So that sort of creates the competition. So here when we have 4 teams here times 15, we got 60 players here, really playing flat out. So in my mind, in our national body punya philosophy is the best 4 team must take the field when the tournament comes. When I say best means not by name, by merit,
But by merit
and current form lah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you could be a great player, but if you're struggling juga pun, because we need to be in the top for this.
Yes. We need to be top form for qualifying.
And we have to be the champions for us to move forward to the next round. So all the more we need to be on the dot lah.
Yep.
So that's that lah. So this is like a marriage of so many things. National agenda is there. Our junior development as far as adiwira is concerned is all tied up together. Happy lah, happy.
Okay, itu dia Timbalan Presiden Persatuan Kriket Malaysia, Encik Muhammad Iqbal Ali. Terima kasih. Kita teruskan dengan 2 orang komentator kita di sini. Untuk teruskan.
Thank you, Mr. Iqbal and Mr. Zulhami. Welcome back, Siva.
Thank you, Yusri. And that was a great chat with Mr. Iqbal.
Yeah, it's all
Mentioned a lot of things down there which I could understand half of them basically. So, it's a good initiative.
Yeah, also MC initiatives and the plans for MCA going forward. That's the end of the third over, 19 for 1. Northern West Strikers chasing down 75 runs in 20 overs. We're joined now for the live commentary, live actions. This is the second match of Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series 2019. Western Warriors winning the toss, batting first. Bundle out for 74 runs in 16th over. Chasing down that 75 runs. Northern Strikers 19 for 1. The 3 overs. And is that a bowling change? No, 6. Khairul Iman to bowl. And that
Sorry, sorry. Anwar Rahman, the bowler. Anwar Rahman bowling to Lasik. Pasha Ali, the two batsmen in the middle.
This was a good move by the captain of Western Warriors. It brings spin into the attack by looking at the way they tear apart.
They lost 7 wickets for the spinners in their bowling when they go in the middle.
The deliveries, the deliveries which are coming straight are more threatening than those trying to spin the ball, either of the ends, and especially the wickets have fallen an equal. So it's getting harder and harder to hit the spinners, and they're good to concentrate on taking the singles for now. It's not, runs are not easy to come by, require more patience in the pitch.
Previously, Anwar Rahman took a brilliant catch over the third man region.
That was a screamer. He's running all the way down from the third man. It's went in between the deep gully. Or
It was a superb catch to dismiss.
into the fourth over, 20 runs for loss of 1 wicket for Northern Strikers.
Yeah, Kushan Veerappadi, 2 overs, 7 runs for 1 wicket. Continue from the line.
Lasik on strike. A very good delivery. Try. It's out. Batsman is walking. A great delivery.
Send Lasik forcefully back into the pavilion after collecting 12 runs of 11 deliveries. The second wicket fallen for Northern Strikers for 20 runs.
That's the way game in progress. If Western Warriors had a chance of getting into 120, 130 runs,
It would have been a good match.
it would have been a very good tight, and it's not too late.
Taking wickets is the most important thing right now. Norvira is the batsman who walks in. New batsman. The departure of Lasik. Yeah, cricket is a funny game. You will never know until the last delivery bowled. So
They're still in the power play. 4 overs has been bowled. Second innings.
actually, the bowler is another one for them. Imad Shankar. Bowling his first delivery, taking a wicket. Can you recall his physics on Sri Lankan players? He looks like Angelo Matthews.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Matches.
He came in the middle as an all-rounder to bat for Western Warriors. So
Smooth runner. And here he goes. Targeting the leg stump. Chance of a run out.
he has a similar physics like Angelo Matthews. Taking the single, quick single. You do not have to take risk. It's looking for that concrete to be put on the board straight away from the first game.
There's a left and right combination in the center, and it's time for an exercise for the umpires as well, not only the fielders. Very well bowled,
Brilliant
very well
field.
fielded.
Fielded by Hamid Azbi. Covered it well in covers region. Third man point, covers, extra covers, and mid off. Fielders on the offside, and
There's a man patrolling the boundary for a short
that's
period.
up in the air. On a bit away, about 5-6 meters away from the field. Shankar watch, it. Dangerous shot. Zazami to face. What Shankar? Batsman who's made that shot was Pasha Ali, right-hand batsman.
Very good ball, and wide call by the umpire.
On the head, one bounce, a ball and a wide. 23 runs when the fifth over, loss of 2 wickets. Siva, what do you think if Western Warriors to win, what they have to do from here?
As the way pitch is behaving, I still feel they might be go back to bowling spin from both the ends, maybe after this over.
Inside edge, going towards mid on. Bowler collects it, so no run.
Yeah, they started from the combox end as a spin.
So they are deploying a one end speed and a one end speed.
As Madhuvanta just started this spell and squared him up down to the third man for a single. As he just started his spell, it's not. Fives might be want to see how it goes from one end by operating the another spinner from the combox end. But still, after maybe 7 overs, it might be better to operate both the spinners in tandem for both the ends. As you see it. It's a great capture. Good work by the cameramans, keeping track of the humans.
Viewers around us, quite a few numbers of viewers are here. And knowing a few holidays are coming in, so long holidays in Malaysia with the Visak festivals, and because cricket lovers around KL to come down to Kinvara and support the Malaysian players and future Malaysian players as well.
As the important thing is there are continuous leaves ahead, and most of them are away, and it's time for you guys to come down to have a good view of Kinrara Oval at night, and this is a great place to come and watch.
Guys, we have a very good facility in Kinvara for all the cricketing lovers. It's been the home of cricket for Malaysia. And we had so many important games here. Sea Games to World 11 Games, where the Nepal earthquake fundraiser game happened, Jai Surya, and so many other international players. Rashid Latif and all came.
Yep, it's a good place to have your weekend on a long weekend holidays, and we can see that a few viewers made their way into Kinrara Oval.
Not to forget, Virat Kohli's 100 in the Under 19 Asia Cup finals back in 2007, 2008.
Under 19 World Cup.
Yeah, the 19 World Cup, sorry.
That is the first time I actually entered into Kinrara, and after the game we ran all the way to pull him up and carry him up shoulders. That is great shot.
That's a good shot. 2 bounces to the boundary, 4 runs. So yeah, steadily the Northern Strikers batsmen moving towards their target. Coming back to the history of Kinrara Oval. A couple of years back, we saw some like Asia Under 19 Cup. We saw a couple of players.
Wide down the leg side.
Right now, they are participating in the national colours. The Pakistani fast bowler Shaheen Shah, Afridi, and then good work. Now done. End of 6 overs, 31 for 2. Yeah, coming back to the Asian Cup, we saw the Afghanistani spinner who's played in IPL as well, and then Sandeep Lamichan as well.
Don't forget Sandeep Lamichan,
who's a Nepali player.
There's a good talent, and there are so many memories around here. As we would like you to have the same memory as well by coming down and
supporting their teams. We frequently see a lot of international teams coming in over to Kinrara Oval and playing Asian region matches.
That's the end of 6 overs. Playing for the end of 6 overs, 31 runs of loss of 2 wickets.
Not to forget the South Asian, East Asian Games, where Malaysia won 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze in Kinrara.
Great way, boys.
Plays towards the long on. Then he's a single. Oh, that was a mixed field. Loves another run. You cannot give this kind of runs, Siva.
That was completely unnecessary, as the ball is going straight to the keeper.
Yeah, when you have a very low score on this board, you cannot give this kind of mistakes.
And every run matters, as they're already on 31 runs. They just need another 43 runs.
Still, it's supposed to be 33.
Oh, very good shot, but straight to the man at
Deep square leg.
deep square leg. And even they're still going on. Taking the singles doesn't really harm the Northern Strikers.
Playing safe. They don't have to take any risk.
As they might be using this opportunity as a good batting practice for the rest of the games.
Yeah,
And see how the pitch is behaving, and also understand as they're coming and playing after a break, and the body conditions might change after they break their fast, and there are a lot of factors involved in it. And this might
6 more games to play. Single.
This is a good running between the wickets as well.
Well responded by the non-strike as well.
They've got a very good understanding, unlike the others which we have seen previously in the previous innings, in the first innings of the game.
Lot of mix-ups. Pashari, Murvira, 2 batsmen in the middle.
For Madhwanta, there is a Man at deep square leg, eyes up in the night skies. Fielder underneath it, gone. A straight in safe hands. There's the third wicket down for Northern Strikers.
35 for 3. We are in the 7th over of the game.
Madhunta have done a great job taking the in his first over, first ball, he has a wicket, and now in the second over, he captured another one.
In the day, Western Warriors winning the toss, led the bat first. One down for 74 runs. Two batsmen who have managed to score double figures are Shankar Satish, 18 of 19, and Ahmed Faiz, 19 of 20. Then bowler Shahid Ramli took 4 wickets for 10 runs in 3 overs. Brilliant over, Siva.
Yeah, as the other side when they're bowling both the spinners, and one side is actually consistently not giving any runs and they're just controlling this into the singles, and they're not given so many boundaries in the spell of two spinners bowling at tandem.
And the start given by Pitika in the first over, taking 2 wickets in his first over.
If we change
So 2 overs,
the real name
10 runs.
in
He
the
only gave
scorecard,
then
we
2, and Fitri Shah,
change
the
also.
bowler who took 2 wickets for 10 runs in his 3 overs. The reply, Northern Strikers right now 35 for 3, 6.5 overs. Quick single taken.
Scorecard is correct.
The batsman is Shahid Ramli, skipper on the side.
And he has led from the front for the bowling department, and now he came in to bat.
Northern Strikers so far, Lasit scored 12 of 11. Pasha Ali, the batsman who got out last, 8 of 80. 7 overs, 36 for 3. Successful bowlers for the Western Warriors are Nimanta Madhuanta, 2 overs 9 for 2, and Shan Virakpadi, 2 overs 7 for 1.
Name in scorecard, so change total.
Northern Strikers required
Rahman continues.
big appeal for caught behind. No, says the umpire. As the Northern Strikers required 39 runs from 12.5 overs, a run rate of 3.04. Nicely cut, straight to the man at the point.
Run.
This is the important phase of the game. So yes, 7 overs, and the spinners are bowling and not giving any runs for the first 3 balls, and that creates the pressure on the batsman. Even how good you are and how good settled you are, is required. You're mentally challenged, and there is a stretch shot coming up, swept, but straight to the man.
If Western Warriors can take 2 quick wickets, it will be an interesting game. Put the pressure back on to the Northern Strikers straight away.
That was a good take by the keeper.
Rahman, final delivery of the 3rd over. Only given 8 runs so far.
Nicely cut down to the deep point. No chance of the second run. Just settled for 1 run.
8 overs, 37 for 3. And required another 38 runs of 12 overs.
That's a good bowling by Anur Rahman. He just bowled 3 overs and just given 9 runs. If you observe in the first innings, also the left arm spinner is operating from the Combox end, and which have not given so many runs. It's working for the left-handers. As far as no keeping keeping track of all these, operating the spinner from Kumbok's end. Still gone to Madhvanta for the third over.
Madhvanta has done well. 2 overs, 9 runs for 2 wickets. He has taken the 2 wickets out of 3 wickets fallen.
Nicely ball on line onto the middle and leg stump. Easy single.
The target was around 120 to will be a great bowling.
Yeah, that's right.
Madhvanta definitely would have been enjoying. Skipper Shahid Ramli. Batsman for a big hits.
He's facing the first delivery of his innings. Oh, very well bowled. He's in two minds there, whether touch it or not. Very well bowled, going away from the right-hander.
Nice outswing. Asking the batsman to come for the shot.
And also he's wearing this pace very well. Whereas bowling to the left-handers, he's pitching it slightly shorter in length, and onto the right-handers, he's pitching it up. So he has got the chance to swing the ball. And there is another one again. This is a great display of away swingers. And this creates more pressure on the batting side, as there are 3 wickets down, and you need to settle down for rotating the strike. By any chance you would like to have, not to go into the department of stress and leave it to the end of the innings.
That's a big shot.
Rolling
That's
shot!
gone.
Is it gone? Gone all the way for 6! There's a beautiful pull behind square for a 6.
Over the deep squalic region, field has no chance. And as I said, this batsman well known for big shots.
Shahid Ramli
Shahid Ramli. Remember the name.
faced 3 deliveries and opened his account with a 6, sailing over the deep square leg for a 6.
Oh, slow.
Yeah, the first 6 in the match. This match. I cannot remember any 6s from Western Warriors innings. Most of the batsmen who are capable was taken out early, so even Faiz was under pressure when he was batting.
As the fielder in the deep square leg exactly put in for that particular delivery and a shot, Shahid Ramli is up to his stand.
Yes. Madhvanta.
Now the pressure gone back to the bowler after that 6. And he might be trying the slow deliveries rather than giving him too much of pace.
Watchful played by batsman.
This is the end of 9 overs. Now the strikers have 44 runs with a loss of 6 wickets.
3 wickets.
Sorry, 3 wickets.
7 wickets in hand.
I'm still thinking about that 6 sailed over the boundary ropes. I get hardened about that.
You enjoy those 6s and swing deliveries.
I enjoy the 6s when someone else hit, not in my bowling history. And yes, I do enjoy the swing if I bowl it.
"31 runs required in 11 overs. Below 3 runs per over, equal run rate." Two officials in the middle, Mr. Madan Kumar and Mr. Ramani, doing a good job. Tough job. Not
And
easy.
the full strike.
Oh, that's easy chance. Missed it. It came straight to the hands.
Just in and out of the hands. And the fielder kept it exactly for the sweep shot.
You can see the frustration from Anwar Rahman. He bowled so well. 3 overs, 9 runs.
There's a change of a fielder. It has been brought onto the
There's a
long
exchange.
on.
Long on.
And a fielder from long on gone to the same place where he dropped the catch. And a very good comeback.
Cow corner. Anwar Rahman back to his basics.
Oh, that's bowling! Just knocking off the off stump.
Well deserved wicket for Anwar Rahman.
A very good comeback by Anwar Rahman. He bowled pretty well for 3.3 overs, 13 runs he just given before this ball. And now he's filled in with his wickets column as one.
So 48 for 4 with the 10th over. And 27 runs required.
He has dropped the ball right onto the block hole. Batsman might not be expecting that he's playing on his back foot.
Now 2 deliveries to bowl.
Okay.
He just need 27 runs and the wickets are keep falling. Yes.
The new batsman is Arif. Zamanuddin Arif, the local international player. He lives in KL. As Mr. Iqbal said, we have few international players plus the local players who are playing well in club leagues. Walking into the middle, Arif joining the skipper of Northern Strikers, Shahad Ramli.
Shahad Ramli needs to be there for Northern Strikers to win this game, as there are plenty of overs left, plenty of time left, and the run rate was just 2.61 required, 27 runs need.
The only thing they need to worry about keeping the wickets in hand. That's all. Not to lose many wickets.
Shahad Ramli might be having a word with the incoming batsman as just rotate the strike.
Yeah, even this stage, if a couple of wickets goes quick, with the pressure back into the batsman. So make sure that wickets will not fall and keep taking those wickets, singles and doubles.
Both of them started to do the right thing as rotating the strike, and that's end of 10 overs, halfway stage of the innings. But 50 runs, loss of 4 wickets down.
And meantime, Anwar Rahman ends his quarter of his overs, 4 overs, ball given 15 runs for taking 1 wicket.
And this would have been another change of bowling from far end, as might be another spinner coming in, just waiting for the confirmation.
Yes, there's a bowling change. Nazrul Rahman to continue, fast bowler.
Nicely bowled right into the block hole.
Yeah, Faiz Noor is keeping that 1 in speed and 1 in spin combination. Nazrul Rahman, yes, going back to the experienced bowler. Nazrul Rahman bowling the 2nd over.
No ball.
After going for 8 runs in the first over, it's a no ball.
And for a single, and it's a no ball signaled by the umpire. And it's going to be a free hit. As the batsman is crossed, allowed to change the field. Free hit.
Arif getting a lifeline. Free hit.
Second ball is facing and a free hit. And dancing down the track. And straight up into the skies.
It's a free hit, so the catch is safely taken. That's an safe.
It's a good comeback ball. He just gave one run on the free hit. Most of the times the batsman done a mistake of bowling a no ball, and the next one will be flying over the fence or reaching the fence.
11th over, 53 for 4. On strikers. Woods mid on, taken a quick single.
Even Bowl is bowling some slow deliveries as well. There's a good change of a pace to deceive the batsman.
Experienced bowler. There's a new as coaching some juniors. And back in action now. Kimra Rowan. Abdul Rahman.
Another slow delivery again. Nicely played. That is racing towards the boundary for 4. That's a classical straight drive.
As we said, Kimra Rowan, if you are not within that 5-6 meters range, you are unable to stop those deliveries, those strikes. Outfield is super fast.
As with the lightning quick outfield, I will just time the ball and watch him sailing over the boundary, reaching the boundary lines.
Yeah, very valuable for those kind of shots.
And the slow delivery.
Yet another boundary. A brilliant shot. Over the covers region. Arif moves to 10 runs of 4 deliveries.
And this required runs are 13 runs, only 9.1 overs. Required run rate of 1.42.
Those is 55 deliveries, 13 runs.
If you are hitting these kind of shots, the match is over. Another slow delivery, but
That's
straight
gone.
to the man. And that is a disaster.
Fielding mid wicket. He played a superb shots and right next delivery given an easy catch to Navodaya, who's the fielding at mid wicket.
I was about to say, Yusri, he played a great shot, and the next one is sensible.
Yeah, 2 great shots, straight down and a nice cut.
He might be eating them in a hurry, as he realized just 13 required. The wickets are falling, they're half of the side, back into the dugout.
The good thing is only 13 runs to chase in 9 overs. Nazrul Rahman managed to come back with a wicket after going for about 9 or 10 runs in that over. Actually, last over 12 runs he went for. 12 runs, 1 wicket taken, so enough is over. 2 overs, 20 for 1. Nazrul Rahman. And there's another fast bowler introduced, Kushan Virapati from the Combox end. And the 12th over. In 2 miles, Sharad Ramli. And finally, let it go. He's looking to cut initially. He realized it was not in his range. Left it in the last minute. It's towards third man region. There's a fielder comes under and collects in time taken 2 runs. Siva?
Yeah. I mean, 11th over, 12th over of the game. Is 11 required to win?
It's a one-sided game so far. Yes, Western Warriors given some challenge. It wasn't enough for the score that they had put on the board.
As just we spoke about this, as if they have 40 runs or around 120, 130 runs, if they have on hand,
Definitely they are about 50, 60 runs short. That's the main downfall for Western Warriors.
as we all know, the wounded lions will come back to the jungle to hunt.
Yeah.
So we're expecting some fireworks in the next game, as they have a back-to-back game tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Western Warriors will take on Central Smashers.
Appealing for an LBW, umpire says, no, not out. Looks from here as missing, going down leg side.
Played.
Collision between the fielders, no damage done. It's down to the single digit. 9 required in 8.1 overs. Expecting might be finishing off with sensible singles, or if they have a chance of hitting the boundaries instead.
Only 9 runs required.
Short delivery very sensibly for a single. 8 required.
8 required in 8 overs. Siva.
Interesting choice usually. 8 required in 8 overs. There's plenty of time left.
Tomorrow, Western Warriors will take on Central Smashers. Central Smashers, yesterday they won against Southern Heaters. Central Smashers scored 141, chasing down 139 target to Southern Heaters, putting up a target of 140. Chased down in 15 overs, Central Smashers. So, Western Warriors has to come back tomorrow strongly to play against the opponent tomorrow. Seven for 5. Down to Satish.
Satish into the attack with his leg spinners.
Youngster.
Think of a spin for the leg spinner as well. 7 required.
Played well by these two batsmen. Shahid Ramli with Pitigala. Shahid Ramli so far 13 runs of 13 deliveries.
Has moved on to 14 runs of 15 deliveries. Captain still there and trying to clear the fans, and it's gone for 4.
Pitigala doesn't want to stay on the pitch for long. He wants to finish it and go back home. Yet another 3 runs required. 45 deliveries to remaining. 5 wickets in hand.
Might want to send this as well, just to finish it off in style.
Strong start for one of the strikers in the series. Meeting Western Warriors.
Another
Great
play.
Oh,
that's
that's
gone for 6.
That's a miscatch though.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a boundary. 4 runs. That's the end of the game.
Northern Strikers.
The strikers recording a win from the first game.
And the Northern Strikers won by 5 wickets.
So, good game. Western Warriors winning the toss, led the bat first. Only managed to score 74 runs on the board before they were bundled out by Northern Warriors. Faiz Noor 19 of 20. Shankar Satish 18 of 19 and Usman Kumar 6 of 5. Bowlers for the Northern Strikers was Ramli. Shahid Ramli 10 of 4 wickets for 10 runs. Siva, it was a great bowling.
That was a great bowling. He bowled in 3 overs, taking 4 wickets. A T20 game. That's a good achievement as well.
Yeah, you can see the bowling card. 3 bowlers, 10 runs, and taken. Ramli taken 4 wickets, and Pitigala and Afif Risham taken 2 wickets each. And Northern Strikers chasing that 75 runs target, 76 for 5, end of 12.4 overs. So Zami scored 15 of 19, Shahid Ramli 14 of 15, and Lasik 12 of 11. Bowlers for Western Warriors was Madhu Akhtar 16 of 2 for 16 runs, and Veerapalli 12 for 1. And Rahman 15 for 1. That's the end of the game, the second game of Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series 2019, and we will be back tomorrow with yet another match, Central Smashers versus Western Warriors at 8:30 from Kinrara Oval. Siva?
There's a great go of cricket. And the second game of the Ramadan Cup, Ramadan Peace Cup. That's all from Kinrara. Thank you and good night.
Good night.